Hey y'all, welcome to the channel information high priestess 1111 at gmail.com if you'd like a personal reading. High priestess 1111 is the channel you should be watching me on, and you'll always see my background. So make sure you watch me in the right spot. Y'all, today is a rest day, and I'm committed to my 30 days of showing up for 10 minutes, minimum 10 minutes, post 10 minutes of content for 30 days on my YouTube channels. And I can't tell you what day it is. I cannot tell you 8, 9, 10, day 11. Today is 11. And you know you're on High Priestess 1111, and my birthday is 1111. So this is your confirmation. It is day 11. And look what I just, billionaire. Before I came on here, Spirit said you're approved for these funds. I got a text message. My number got out with a spammer. And I keep getting of these messages saying I'm approved, I'm approved, I'm approved. And it's for all of these different, high interest loan companies that's next to like pretty much spam and damn near scammer themselves, because you loan somebody $5 and you expect them to pay you 5,000 back. That's crazy. But so it's like you're approved, you're approved, you're approved. And I saw that and I was like, that's what today's message is. And so we got billionaire, you're approved for these funds. So in case anybody, Earth, Earth came out. So billionaire, you're meant to have wealth on Earth. Help, okay. I just saw manifest that ish in reverse. We going and then abuse came out. So something karmic or dark or less than desirable is meant to be in this fourth spot. It's meant to be there, because if manifest was in reverse and I didn't take it, but then abuse came out. So we're gonna take that. Help, abuse, Earth, help, billionaire. So no matter how you try to run from a certain energy, it's gonna come back up if it's meant to be there. I learned that in tarot. Like, you don't want to, maybe not that. It's just gonna show up in a different way. It's gonna show up again, or it's gonna show up in a different way. So something about abuse and like manifestations being blocked, or don't abuse what you manifested, that type of thing. Ooh, Anubis is in reverse. First, I kept seeing Bastet in reverse, but now Anubis is in reverse. So your ancient Kemetic ties, you will rarely hear me say Egypt at all. I do not say Egypt. Egypt somewhere in Africa, but over here, this was ancient Kemet. The thing that they want you to believe was like ancient Egypt. This is ancient Kemet. And so run in reverse. Can't run from it. Can't run from who you are. You can't run from who you become. And so, y'all, this reading gonna be short and sweet, but it's gonna be very powerful. Can't run. Billionaire. To clarify, billionaire, we got the eight of wands. It's coming in fast. Your money, your manifestations, the money is coming in fast. It's gonna come in fast in terms of whatever transaction happened, that seemed fast. But the years you put into growing and becoming who you are, no. We got the 10 of cups right behind it. You'll happily ever after. You will be so emotionally fulfilled. And then we got the 8 of cups in reverse. You are not meant. There's no more emotional moves to make. There's no more. This one's here to stay. I'm getting that. That one's here to stay. That love is here to stay. We also got the Emperor here. So you're going to be showing up in some Emperor energy. So, and I'm going to put that with the Earth card. I feel like threes, the right direction. So Earth, Emperor. Let's shuffle some more. I saw the Page of Swords in reverse, but we're going to see. So it's coming in fast. You're going to be so emotionally fulfilled. So this money is tied to some love as well. So I don't know how that's going to be looking for you. Earth, the Tower. In addition to the Emperor, you got the Tower card. So the Emperor's journey has probably come through a bunch of tower moments, but also learning how to take care of yourself with this Nine of Cups, learning how to be self-sustained, emotionally fulfilled, things like that. And so Spirit is like on this help card. We got this Four of Cups. It's a lot of emotion behind this, you guys. A lot of cups have come out. This is the fourth card pertaining to cups. So this is dealing with the heart chakra, because to be a billionaire, your heart chakra has to be open up and ready to receive. You receive money, love, relationships, help, support, everything through that heart chakra. And if you spell and if you take the H, if you take the H off of earth and put it in front of the and replace it, the E, you get heart. Earth is heart. This is all about matters of the heart. And so on this planet, so you have this emperor energy, like you will rule, you will be respected, you're a leader, but it came by way of some tower moments and some self-care and self-introspection. Like this is a journey on earth, the journey to leadership. And so asking for help or receiving help, you got to be open to receiving help. It might look like she's closed off, but she might have been closed off to what was in front of her and may be ready to finally receive what's coming in. And so Spirit's like, something you've been focused on is paying off. It's definitely paying off. And we got here the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to be looking at your money differently, because in some cards, it's like they're inspecting the Seven of Pentacles, like, I don't know. But you're going to be looking at your money differently. Finances are about, like, the help you needed with your business is finally coming in, and now you're going to be looking at your money differently, because this is billionaire energy out here. To clarify the abuse card, let's get something for that. What do we have, Spirit? We got Anubis and billionaire out here. This is that ancient energy. I'm just saying. Who, that Benadryl was strong. I needed it, y'all. So abuse. Spirit is showing me the Nine of Swords in reverse on this abuse card. So it's no longer emotional. I'm getting emotional abuse, verbal abuse, mental abuse. So you're coming out of abusive situations. Coming out of abusive situations where people probably withheld money from you. The King of Pentacles is in reverse. So people had you in your head. People, like, your money was being withheld. Like you probably went through a lot of financial things. And I could see where manifestations in reverse, it seemed like everything, nothing you wanted was coming in. You were in your head about everything. Money wasn't flowing right. It's like everything just seemed chaotic and nothing was coming. And so you were overwhelmed. Three of Wands. Overwhelmed, emotionally overwhelmed with all of this. Okay? Let's clarify Anubis in reverse. I keep seeing that Five of Cups too. I know at some point it's probably going to want to come out for something. So the Six of Pentacles fell on my hand for Anubis in reverse. For Anubis in reverse. So that Six of Pentacles, it's like on earth, people didn't want you to know you're a god. You're an ancient Kemetic god. You are an ancient Nubian god. People don't want you to know that. So when they see you being the lender, not the borrower in this billionaire energy, they're going to try to deny the fact that you're a god. They're going to try to deny the fact that this is your birthright. You're meant to have this money. They're going to try to act like you're not who you are, but the fruit is going to be in the fact that you're the billionaire. And your wealth is sustained. They're going to try to make you feel like, oh, that's an illusion. That's not true. That's exactly what I'm getting with this Seven energy. People are not going to accept the fact. They're going to be like, no, you're anything but that. They're going to go down a list of things you could be, or the list of things you did, and say you didn't get this money the right way. You probably got an OnlyFans you ain't telling nobody about. You probably got a sugar daddy. You're probably down there in Atlanta scamming. Baby, they're going to tell you anything but a God. But Spirit, and the not the Ace of Swords in reverse, they're going to say God ain't in it. God didn't do that for you. People are going to say you're the lender, not the borrower. It's going to be the people that you see on this side of the card, this one over here look like they begging. It's gonna be the people you ignore gonna try to say you anything but that. They're gonna say you scheming, you down here stealing. They're gonna say you down here stealing, tricking, scamming, credit card fraud. You probably done got some old person's money. You anything but an ancient being. And they ain't gonna be able to deny the way this billionaire stuff come in. But guess what, y'all? And run at the bottom of the deck in reverse, right? The overall energy. You no longer running, so you no longer in this. In what's at the bottom of the deck now? You no longer in this 10 of Wands energy where you gotta make all of these hard, heavy, burdensome strides in life just to make it somewhere. You done. You done with that energy. You're done. Life. You stepped into your billionaire life. It is your birthright. You are an ancient being. You're meant to be an emperor, a ruler on this earth. It came through some hardships. When you got the help you needed, it was divine help, and it was for you focusing on your gifts. It was divine help. That hand came through. And it's because you focused on your craft. And people gonna try to keep you in this energy of feeling like you're an abused or abandoned or unworthy. That abuse energy, people gonna try to keep you there. People want you to be broke. They King of Pentacles is broke. They want you in your head. They want you overwhelmed. People want you crying. That's where people want you, and they gonna deny the fact that you're a god, but they can't deny the fact that you got that coin now. So I'm telling you, this billionaire, it's gonna seem like however the money comes, the way it comes, it's gonna seem like that piece happened fast. But we all know how many years it took, how long it took for me. 8 years, 8 of Pentacles, and this August is gonna be significant as well, baby. If they gonna hate, then let them hate. Just watch the money pile up. That's what 50 said. Um, if they hate, let them hate. Just watch the money pile up. I'm telling you, Anubis. Let's turn Anubis upright. Earth help abuse. It's like I'm. It's like a distress signal, y'all. Earth help abuse. It's like if you send a message. I feel like somebody called on Anubis because their money stopped. And look at this message. Now that it's laid out without those two cards, y'all. Ain't this crazy? Struggle, value, and 555 on the backside of these cards. Tower moments, struggle. Nobody believes my value. That type of thing led to earth, help, abuse. You sent a distress signal. Somebody sent a distress signal to the spirit realm. Somebody, an earth angel, sent a distress signal to their home planet. And that's why we keep seeing them spaceships up there. Because if one of us call for help, you best believe they showing up. And they gonna make some magic happen behind the scenes. Earth, help, abuse. Somebody sent a signal. Somebody sent a signal. Behind help is struggle. Behind abuse is 555. Tower moments, tower moments. Behind earth is value. They're not seeing my value here on earth. I came to help them. I'm an earth angel. Somebody said, I need help down here. And who did you call? Ghostbusters. Literally. You called. You're an ancient being. You're a god. You called on got some super friends in the Legion of Doom. That's from T.I. Trapper T.I. verse on Jeezy song Trap or Die, nigga. Trap or die. So you felt like you was down here in the ghetto on earth, and it's like you got to trap or die, nigga. And it's like, this shit hard. I need some help. Anubis, Anubis, Isis, somebody come. Oh, sorry, come on, somebody. I need help. You're a billionaire. You're an ancient being. You're an architect. You're one of the original creators. And it's like you called on your ancient friends for help. You needed help. You're being abused down here on earth. You called in for help. So that's the real message. And you weren't running away from this assignment. That's why run is at the bottom of the deck. Like, you weren't running away from this assignment. You instead called in help. You being abused down here. You're an earth angel. They said you said I need help. Yeah, I got a sign over my desk from constantly getting downloads and other readers popping up for me with divine messages. Ask for help. Ask for help. It's like, yo, I thought this was gonna be so simple. This is so deep. It's so much more than you thought. It's so much more than you thought. Billionaire energy don't come out. I heard something move or flicker. I know my spirit guides are in the room with me. It's so deep. It's so much deeper than you know. It's so deep. You really are that being. You really are that being. They kept saying ask for help because they can't interfere with your free will. And you weren't running away from this assignment, but you could absolutely ask for help and they will get in the fight with you. You don't run from it. You ask for help. It's like, well, now my friend's here and it's a fair fight. And the evil ones, the karmic things that you're up against that are really there to shape and mold you into who you're becoming, this emperor on earth, and being able to hold these billions without being immature about it. It's just about maturity and identity to hold these things, right? Maturity, identity, and frequency to hold it, right? The things behind raising your frequency. And so you didn't want to run from this, but you absolutely needed some friends to help you in the fight. It was okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. It is okay to ask for help. I would not ask for help for years. I tell people how I was thugging it out. Trap or die, nigga. I used to listen to some Jeezy. So I feel like Jeezy is one of my ancient friends as well. Him and T.I. Because the songs they were making 20-some years ago about being where coming out of the hood. I lived in the hood. I know how we got to get out the hood. I took the educational and corporate route, right? I didn't have nobody pay for college. I paid for college. Student loans, baby. Grants, scholarships. I paid. I wanted to go. I made a way. And so it's just something about being in a trap. You're going to make a way out of no way. It's like trap or die, nigga. It's real. You either going to die in there. You're going to die on the inside if you never make it out. I could have just been one of the women that's pretty and had a baby by everybody in the hood. You know what I'm saying? You got options. You get to make choices. And I said, that ain't going to be my life. So at some point, you had to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and let that dog about you and go fight for what's yours in this world. Or you're gonna stay down and lay down in the trap. You're gonna end up on drugs. You're gonna sell something and end up in jail, or some of them made it out. You gonna figure it out. It's like you born in this trap and you gotta find your way out of this trap. And so everybody don't figure out that part of it. A lot of us ancient beings, ancient gods, are reincarnated and had to take that path. Because why? That path is going to bring that dog. It's going to remind you of who you are. Some people were born into a suburban life. That might be the role they play this lifetime. But when you're born into easy, comfort is not what's going to make you grow. So being born into ease, you don't really grow as much. But when your ass is born into some sink or swim type shit, trap or die, oh, you're going to remember who you are. You're going to remember who you are. It is going to trigger a response in you. It's going to trigger. And so I can see why the little suburban kids, try to emulate rappers, try to act like they this, that, and the other. They think the lifestyle is glorified. Yeah. Dream, struggle, victory. However, you don't know what it was like to sleep in certain conditions at night or wonder about how things were going to go for you. So people glorifying a lifestyle that was meant to like break you. And when we get to that breaking point, the God comes out and we excel. We become these billionaires, become the emperors on earth, and we tell our stories. Or you end up on drugs, you end up out of here, you end up just defeated, and you just one of the chicks in the hood on welfare, and you never make it out. And you probably have the same people clawing at you, telling you don't leave the trap, don't leave the crabs in the barrel. People don't know that life. and they talk about it. They, don't talk about what you ain't been through. You don't know. You don't know. You probably see Shawnee. Oh, she's a life coach now. She's an oracle. She has a tarot channel. But you don't. If I was a rapper, you would know. If I was a rapper, you would know about the trap. If I did other things, but you won't know until you see my book, right? You won't know about my trap or die story. And so we don't all come from the trap and do the same thing, sports and rapping. Some of us do other things. But we got them stories about what shaped us, what broke us until we stepped into our God power. We knew we were going to make a way out of no way, and we knew we were going to make anything work. So this distress signal you sent, they heard you. Earth, help, abuse. Earth, help, abuse. It's like you sent Morse code. Earth, help, abuse. And they heard you. Anubis and them, the gang's all here. So I don't feel sorry for nobody that did you dirty, but these motherfuckers about to have a time on that ass. This was not the person to play with. You heard, oh, this little ghetto girl. Oh, this little guy from the ghetto. They ain't nobody. Ain't nobody important to back them. The important faces you looking at on this earth ain't important. But the ones whose names you know, that have statues and historical accounts of them, those are the ones, their energy is yet alive and well. Those are the ones you're going to answer to. Those are the ones that's going to come tag that ass on behalf of the ones. You're like, oh, well, she might have some good energy. He might have something about him. No. I told y'all, so much deeper than that. And then they gonna wonder. That's why I said people gonna say you are anything but that, because denying that also gives them a little bit of peace of mind that the judgment day, if y'all ever watched The Scorpion King, he raised the army of Anubis. They made him Cormac and they made him what they were in that movie, but he raised the army of Anubis on somebody. He was probably not the best example of this, but imagine it. Imagine that army being raised on your behalf. Imagine that. I ain't pulling Anubis for nothing. People are gonna say, you don't know who I call on when I'm in distress. You don't know who I send the bat signal to. We all might have this skin, this face, this whatever, but there are some ancient ones among us. I'm going to tell y'all as warning, it's prophetic warning. Tread lightly, treat everybody with kindness, treat everyone the way you want to be treated, because that is the illusion that we're all the same. No, we're not. There's different star seeds from different places, different dimensions, different realms, 18th dimension, things you can't fathom on earth, and they're sitting here for a reason. And there are some Agent Smiths among us, some people that don't have souls. So watch how you treat people. You never know who you're entertaining, but just know I'm speaking to the chosen ones. You're approved for these funds. Your help has arrived. The battle has been fought, won, coming back to carry you through. When the knock comes on your door, when the notification comes, accept it. Be great on purpose.